very honored and happy to have the association of the devotees here in ISKCON Lagos. A special thank you to His Holiness Bhakti Dhira Damodara Maharaj for kindly accepting that I come to visit, especially when he's around, to get his holy association. And thank you to His Grace Baladeva Prabhu for also coming, and Maharaj for throwing us in the deep end. Today our program is on the pastimes of Lord Jagannath. So we'll try to say some few words. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshuru Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Mano Bhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vancha Kalpa Tarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Shri Jagannath Baladeva Subhadra Ki Jai. The Lord comes to this material world to display His pastimes. And in displaying His pastimes, He is affording us the opportunity to hear those pastimes, to meditate on them, become purified and attracted to rejoining our eternal relationship with Him in the spiritual world. Therefore, Shri Krishna has said, Janma kama chame divyam evam yoveti tatwataha tattva punam de punanjanma naitimam etiso Arjuna. Promising Arjuna, and by promising Arjuna, promising us that one who actually focuses on understanding in truth, tattvata, His divine appearance and activities in this world, that individual who understands in truth doesn't have to take another birth in this mature world. So this is the provision of the Supreme Lord for His wayward children. We who have wandered into this maze of material existence without any chance of finding the exit, without receiving the direction how to get out of this material world, who would even know that there is a need to get out? Therefore, the Supreme Lord understands that we are beings who are attracted to hearing different stories. We become absorbed in different intrigues and dramas and gossip. And as such, He mercifully descends into this material world to manifest His divine pastime, divine activities. So in this wonderful book by His Holiness Bhakti Purushottam Swami, he has a few pastimes of Lord Jagannath, Baladeva and Subhadra. Of course, Maharaj, one day maybe when I meet him, I have to find out from where he has found this storehouse of so many pastimes. There's no citations really, so I cannot say from this scripture this has come, but from that book, His Holiness Bhakti Purushottam Swami discusses that there was a wonderful Brahmana by the name of Talicha Mahapatra. He was dedicated servant of Jagannath, Baladeva and Subhadra. Daily, day in and day out, serving the Lord with devotion. Bhajatam Priti Puvakam. that the Lord is interested in the love with which things are done. Not necessarily the things that are done, but the mood with which things are done. And so this Brahmana had love for the Lord. And in that kingdom of Puri was a king, and the king himself was a dedicated servant of Lord Jagannath, and part of his daily activities of managing the kingdom was to come to the temple to get the darshan of the Lord. And after getting the darshan of the Lord, he was very eager to get the garland prasad of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So those items that have been enjoyed by the Personality of Godhead become imbued with the purificatory power of the Personality of Godhead, that whomever comes in touch with such paraphernalia receives the blessing of purification. So the king was no fool. He was intelligent. He understood this. And so daily he went to the temple. One such day when he came to the temple, there was panic. The king is here. Mahapatra understood after the king gets his darshan, he will request for the garland of the Lord. And there was no garland on Lord Jagannath. And thinking on his feet, he thought, I have a garland on myself. Let me put this garland on Lord Jagannath. And then when the king requests for the Mahaprasadam, then there will be a garland. So sometimes we are ourselves, we get ourselves into trouble because of our overactive intelligence. It can save us, intelligence is needed. And Prabhupada said, we must surrender with intelligence, not that we surrender our intelligence. So in one sense, kudos to Talicha Mahapatra, he was quick in thinking. But already the decision he came to is suspect in terms of the devotee's understanding. He gave the king the garland. The king was happy to receive the Mahaprasadam, and he went back to his palace. Beautiful garland made of these dew flowers, very white and very fragrant. And so as the king is sitting in his house, appreciating the Mahaprasadam, he happened to see that there is a strand of long black hair in the garland. Now he's thinking, what is this? Jagannath, I know him, he has no hair. Now there's hair in this garland. And because he's intelligent, so you have to have someone intelligent as the leader, he could quickly surmise, this Mahapatra, he must have taken a garland from his own neck and put on Lord Jagannath and then gave me that garland as Mahaprasadam. What a rascal. So he was angry and he couldn't wait for the morning to deal with it, so he called for Talicha Mahapatra to come. So when he went there already, if we were criminal, and criminals, when they hear the siren of the police, they're always afraid because they know they are on the wrong side of the law. So he was already, as they say, freaking out. He went to the king, and the king asked him, so I am seeing on the garland that there is a piece of hair. And I know that Lord Jagannath has no hair on his head. Now, you please explain to me, since when does Lord Jagannath have hair? And Talicha, understanding this king was a disciplinarian. If I confess right now, he will finish me. So he, again, thinking on his feet, he said, no, my lord, you don't know. that Lord Jagannath has been growing hair the last few months. Really? Jagannath hair? Yes. Only his hair could be on the garland. Who else's hair can be there? So the king said, Mahapatra, don't play with me. Because if I found out this is not the truth, I will finish you. Anyway, I am coming tomorrow to take darshan of Lord Jagannath. And after that, I want you to show me this hair on Lord Jagannath. Talicha was like, yes, yes, you please come. He left the palace of the king, went to his apartment. He is trembling in fear. What have I done? He's praying to Lord Jagannath. Only you can save me now. You don't have any hair, I know that, and I've told the king you have hair. He's coming tomorrow to check. If there's no hair, then I'm finished. And he organized himself a cup of poison. Next to his bed, he's thinking, should I just not end it myself? Because tomorrow the king will find out. And at the same time, he's praying to Lord Jagannath that you please show me a sign, save me. Now, in that fearful condition, he fell off to sleep. And in his dream, Lord Jagannath came. Lord Jagannath is blissful. He is floating and always in spiritual happiness. What is wrong with you? Why are you so afraid of this king? You are my servant. You should not fear one king or million kings. I protect my devotees. He said, but hair, you don't have hair. He said, you don't know, I have hair. So he woke up and he was thinking, did I really see Lord Jagannath? Or this is just my own fear. I have made up this. Anyway, he woke up very early that morning, like His Holiness Bhakti Dhira Damodara. And he went to the temple, opened everything and rushed to the altar. And when he peeped, he saw Lord Jagannath had long black curly hair to his waist. Oh, Talicha was like a man who won the lottery. He had a spring in his step. When will the king come? The king also, on the other side, he's thinking, this Mahapatra shouldn't be playing games with me. He himself also was eager to get to the temple. And sure enough, the king came, had his darshan of the Lord, and got the garland as Mahaprasadam. And then the king said, well, that's not all. I need to see. Oh, no, no problem, please, you come, you come. The king came around, he looked, he was surprised. Oh, Jagannath has hair. But then he thought, this man is probably playing tricks with me. He said, what have you done? Have you stuck some hair with some glue on the head of the Lord? So he went to check himself. He started plucking out some hair. And when he did that, he saw some blood streaming out from the head of the Lord. And the king, shocked at this, understanding what an offender I have become, he collapsed. And when he got back to consciousness, he fell flat at the feet of Talicha Mahapatra, begging forgiveness, that I have offended you. You are such a dear devotee of Jagannath. I did not believe you. And he could understand that Lord Jagannath has manifested this miracle on behalf of his devotee. And therefore this devotee must be very special and dear to Lord Jagannath. And here I was threatening to end his life. So in this way, the Lord demonstrated that there is nothing that he will not do to protect his devotee. He will manifest his Keshava to protect the devotee. In our case, we see that the pure devotee, once they say something as the pure representatives of Krishna, then Krishna makes it his personal duty to see that the words of his pure devotees are factual and true. And it makes us think that Srila Prabhupada and what he has promised us, that the chaste devotee takes that to heart. This is true. Prabhupada says, chant the holy name of Krishna, follow these regulative principles, do service with some love and affection, and go back home, back to body. Therefore, Krishna will definitely fulfill the words of his pure devotee. It is on us to have that faith. And to have faith in Jagannath, Baladeva and Subhadra. Very playful Krishna, but very dedicated to his devotee. Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra ki Jai. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Gol Premanandi.
Hare Krishna. Shri Jagannath Swami ki Jai. So we welcome all the devotees to Lord Jagannath's abode at the house of Srinivas Acharya Prabhu and Jayaprada Mataji, with the blessings of Bhakti Dhira Damodara Maharaj. This family has been becoming so devotional year by year as a visit. I know this family since the time of Meera Road, where they stay in Mumbai, and then now I see that the Varada Hasta means the blessings of both the hands of Bhakti Dhira Damodara Maharaj has been on this family, and such a transformation, right? Where the devotees who are in this place for many years, they have seen this family grow in Krishna consciousness so nicely, and I had a good fortune of staying in this house for a few days, and I saw that this family breathes in service day in and day out. So thank you for arranging this program. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So Lord Jagannath's pastimes are unlimited, and we have limited time. In fact, every time I get a chance to go to Jagannath Puri, I come to know newer and newer pastimes. And that's Jagannath. Lord Jagannath's pastimes are not once upon a time. It is always happening, every time. So this time when I went, because I went to Jagannath Puri just before I came here. So I went there because this time His Holiness Radhanath Maharaj Kartik Yatra in November is going to be in Jagannath Puri. So before I came in, I had to go for advance party to see all the different arrangements of Pandal and all that, the place where we'll have the whole tent, accommodation, etc. So I got their chance to stay for a few days, and one of the local devotees of ISKCON, he was there with me. So he told me, Prabhuji, let's go for Lord Jagannath's Shayan Darshan. Shayan Darshan means Lord Jagannath is put to rest, the evening darshan. So in ISKCON temple it's a fixed time, right? What is the time in ISKCON Lagos? When do we put to Lord to rest? 9 o'clock? 9 o'clock we put to rest. 8 o'clock. So 8 o'clock is fixed. We don't change. No change. But Lord Jagannath's temple, so I asked him, so where is the Shayan Darshan? He said, no idea. So no idea. What do you mean no idea? No idea means, Prabhu, 3 days back it was morning 2 a.m. 2 a.m. Lord Jagannath slept. And generally around 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, anytime Jagannath may sleep. So today can we go for darshan, Shayan Darshan? I said, so I said, let me prepare, So in the afternoon I took some rest because I knew Lord Jagannath can sleep anytime. So then 8:30 we went for Shayan Darshan. So when I went inside, the Jagannath temple is very big. How many of you have been to Jagannath Puri? Raise your hands. Very good. How many of you want to go to Jagannath Puri? Raise your hands. Unless there is desire, how Krishna will fulfill the desire, right? You have to express that desire to Lord. So when I went, the outer walls, they have 4 main doors. So the main door on the front side is Simhadwar. So I saw that a huge door, 2 of them which opens like this, one of them is closed and one is open. It has never happened. Whenever I go, both the doors are open. So I asked the devotee, Prabhu, is some cleaning going on or some construction going on, one door is closed? No, Prabhu. Half door closed means indication. Shayan Leela has begun. So 8:30, they told me, the 8:30 this time, Shayan Leela, means the pastime of Lord Jagannath is about to rest has begun. That means this time looks like Jagannath will be sleeping on time today. On time means 11 o'clock. So then I entered and went to the chambers, the Darshan Mandap, the Nat Mandir of Lord Jagannath, and I thought maybe less people are there, but there were people like me who thought, if you go late, we may get good darshan. Sometimes happens, if I go early, I get lot of prasadam. So we go and find out there are many people like us, things, go early, take lunch. So there were like whole big assembly of people there, so much of pushing. And then finally I got to see Lord Jagannath's darshan from very far away. And then the Shayan darshan began. So one kirtan party entered from the main door, entered into the inner chambers of Lord Jagannath, and they were sitting and doing kirtan. I did not know what kirtan they were reading, but different bhajans. But every bhajan had a meaning and a procedure attached to that. So they would do a bhajan, that time some procedure of bringing the beds would come on, and then there will be flowers put on the bed, something like that. All these facilities were coming in as the bhajans and kirtans were going on. And this went on for 1 hour, and just preparation is going on. Anyone here preparing for 2 hours before sleeping? No, we are asleep. But Lord Jagannath sleeping is so transcendental, it's a preparation. It's a festival that Lord Jagannath is about to sleep. After, at around 10:30, 10:15, a beautiful deity, very small like this, with a great pomp and celebration was brought in the altar. I didn't know which deity was that. So I asked the devotee, which deity is this? This deity is the deity of Dhira Devi. You know Dhira Devi?
Yes.
We all know Dhira Devi. Especially lectures we associate with Dhira Devi a lot. Dhira Devi is the goddess of sleep. Right? Goddess of sleep. So we are very much accustomed and we regularly take association of her. We are blessed by her association. And there is one reason I heard from one devotee in Ramayana that when Kumbhakarna was killed by Lord Ramachandra, of course Ravana was upset, but there was one more demigoddess who was very upset. And there was Dhira Devi, goddess of sleep. She came to Lord Ram and said, "Oh Lord Ram, you took my very important customer. He was a main customer, he would sleep for a long time and I would really give my association to him. And now he is gone, so please bless me." Actually, one more thing is, now I was also associating with this guy for a very long time and I became very impure. Please purify me. So Lord Ramchandra said, well, you want to get purified? Then Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, 9 limbs of devotional service. Okay, now you do Shravanam. So whenever there is Bhagavatam class, Ram Katha, any Katha classes, you have to go and sit there and you have to hear those classes. So since that time she has been very meticulously attending all classes. So she sits in all the classes with rapt attention and hearing, but because she is sitting, there is an influence. Her association is influenced and many devotees feel very, very transcendentally in deep meditation with eyes closed And many devotees say, Prabhu, your lecture was so good. I felt very refreshed. One time His Holiness Radhanath Maharaj was giving a class and he was mentioning this point that just like we have mantras to wake up the deities and put the deities to sleep, similarly to wake up the devotees and to make the devotees sleep, we also have mantras in ISKCON. So what is the mantra? To make devotees sleep, the mantra is Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. As soon as Bhagavatam class mantra starts, devotees think it's a good time. And to wake up the devotees, Mahaprasade Govinde. Anyway, these are not transcendental, but let's go transcendental sleep of Lord Jagannath. So Nidra Devi, the deity, is brought in the altar of Jagannath. And then she is like moved like this. So she is moving around her eyes, glancing all the rooms, walls, floors, making the whole atmosphere congenial for a good sleep for Jagannath. Right? And after making the whole atmosphere congenial for sleeping, then the pujaris get Nidra Devi out in front of the devotees to give her darshan to everyone. Now, many people who have come for Shayan darshan of Lord Jagannath do not know what Nidra Devi deity is. See, that is important. Unless we have someone to guide us, many things are very questioned. We don't know what it is. Especially in our spiritual lives, we need guidance. Otherwise, all activities we take it for granted. Okay, for a long time it is happening, so must be there something. But if you know devotees who are knowing the science behind those activities, then we understand. Like for example, within our Krishna consciousness movement, when we come in association of devotees, slowly we understand so many things, right? Why we do what we do. So similarly, because I got a chance to associate with a devotee who was regularly visiting temple, I came to know that she is Nidra Devi. But maximum people who were in the crowd did not know that she is Nidra Devi. So when the deity came out, everyone rushed to take the darshan and the dust of the lotus feet of the deity. So it was like everyone was pushing. I was ahead. They pushed me and I landed in front of the Nidra Devi with my hands on her feet. Then I thought, okay, took darshan. So one guy was behind, was pushing me. Chalo, chalo. I asked him, kahan chalo? Jagannath. Are Jagannath ni Nidra Devi. This is not Jagannath, this is Nidra Devi. Koi bhi chalega. Anyone is okay. I want blessings. But tell you, when I took the dust of Nidra Devi, that night was very nice, peaceful sleep. One of the best sleeps I got because I was blessed by Nidra Devi. So after the darshan, then Nidra Devi went inside. As soon as Nidra Devi went inside, all the lights suddenly went off. Boom. Dark. People inside temple hall, everything was dark. And then all the police and the pandas, the pujaris said, okay, move out. Jagannath is gone to sleep now. Jagannath has gone to sleep. So then everyone got their, the pandas got torchlight. Okay, move out. This is exit. Move out. So we all moved out of the temple into the temple courtyard and they all kept us pushing. Go, chalo, kal subah, tomorrow morning. And this kirtan party which was inside the temple altar, they kept on singing some bhajan and kept on coming. They walked outside. And as they were walking, everyone came to know that they are walking means now we should also walk out. So they all went, the kirtan party. It was very beautiful the way they were singing. And they went and stood at the main door, the half-closed door. And they are waiting there. So I asked this devotee, why they are waiting there? They are waiting for each and every devotee to go out. Then they will last go out. So I went and stood next to them. And then they were singing beautiful bhajan. They are singing, Hari Govinda Vaman, Hari Govinda Vaman Ram, Ganga Tulsi Shaligram. This bhajan continuously was going on. Hari Vamana, Hari Govinda Vamana Ram, Ganga Tulsi Shaligram. And then when everyone came out, then this party also came out. So this is the procedure of making Lord Jagannath sleep from 8:30 p.m. till 11:15 p.m. This procedure goes on. This is Jagannath. Lord Jagannath, everything is royal. His eating is royal, his sleeping is royal, his giving darshan is also royal. You know how many times Lord Jagannath changes his dress every single day? At least 8 times. At least 8 times. And he doesn't close the altar. He said, change my dress, let everyone keep taking darshan. So they keep changing dress and the darshan is open. This is Jagannath. And how much he honors bhoga? How many bhogas? 56 varieties. How many varieties? 56 varieties. That's only in the afternoon Rajbhog, by the way. And how much? So that is 56. That is the variety. What is the quantity? Quantity is not the one, in our temple we offer very nice big plate and a bowl of one sabji, second sabji, third sabji. In Jagannath temple they offer big earthen pots, this size. Big earthen pots. Not one earthen pot. Earthen pots of one item rice. 10 earthen pots. 15 earthen pots of one type of rice. 20 earthen pots of one type of dal. 23 earthen pots of one type of sabji. Can you imagine how big must be the dining table or lunch table of Lord Jagannath? They have an entire room dedicated to Lord Jagannath. Those who have gone to Jagannath temple, they will come to know that within Jagannath temple there is altar, and then there is a darshan, and then there is a door where Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would stand and take darshan. The door is there, the door is closed. Behind the door is called as Bhoga Mandap. So when Bhoga time happens, then all the devotees are told to clear up. They clear up, and then Lord Jagannath is there, this door opens up. And behind the door is full room, full of all those earthen pots of all the bhoga items. This is the royal way of how Lord Jagannath eats. So Lord Jagannath, everything is amazing, royal. And there is so much of information of Lord Jagannath, then at one given time you just cannot know everything about Lord Jagannath. There are books of Lord Jagannath written within the Jagannath temple called as special Manjushas or Patrikas, thousands of years old, where everything which is happening in Jagannath temple is all tabulated, all written down, and as per those things it happens. So this is the glory of Jagannath. So I just speak a small story of one prasadam pastime of Lord Jagannath. So Lord Jagannath's prasadam or bhoga is all calculated. It is all pakka. These are the items, and all the pujaris who serve that in the department, they all know that actually Lakshmi Mata is cooking. We are just assisting. So one pujari, Swayam Eva Spurati Yada, inspired that pujari, how do you put it here? That pujari inspired within, he thought, let me cook one item. Generally it is not, it's all tabulated, everything has to be cooked as per the scripture. But somehow or other he felt I should cook one extra item. So he found some puffed rice, kurmura or puffed rice, and he found some jaggery. So he thought, let me mix jaggery and kurmura and make a laddu. So generally our laddus which we offer is this size or this size, but that laddu was little bigger. Jagannath requires bigger laddus. So he made just one laddu because he was sampling first time. And along with the whole bhoga, Raj bhoga, that laddu also went that day. Now that laddu was cooked for the first time. and he had also cooked for the first time in his life. When you cook anything for the first time in your life, you are not sure or you are fully sure. Something in between. Either it becomes great or it becomes a great flop. He did not know how that laddu will become. So, of course, nowadays we have, like I remember when I was traveling in one place, so one devotee of Mataji asked, Prabhu ji, aap kya lete? What do you eat? I said, Mataji, I will not tell you what I eat, because if I tell you what I eat, you will not be able to cook. Prabhu, no problem. You tell me what you want to eat. We have Google today. You search on Google, all recipes are available. You say, Baapre. You will search on Google and the first guinea pig will be me to research on. Anyways, today people can go on Google and get all the recipes. So this person, for the first time ever, he was cooking a laddu. But one big problem was, he did not know which jaggery to use. To cook laddus, there are different types of jaggery. Those who are not in kitchen business, they will not even know that. Jaggery, how many types are there? There are many types of jaggery. For laddus, there is a special type of jaggery. Otherwise, what will happen if you use normal jaggery? Your laddu will become hard. So there is something called as chikki gur, which you call in Hindi, which you use to make chikkis. And same gur you used to use. In Telugu also we have to make that, use that gur. So he used a jaggery, which is normal jaggery. So when it was made by him, it was all soft. But after half an hour it became hard, which he did not know. So it went for offering. The whole Bhoga Mandap, everything was there, and there is this beautiful, nice laddu there. So Jagannath is honored. As our Prabhu mentioned, the king comes to take darshan. So that day during Rajbhog Aarti, the king of Puri came for darshan. So everyone was very happy, because king coming for darshan is very, very blessed event. The king is considered as representative of Lord Jagannath. So king came, so they all very nicely welcomed the king, gave him Rajbhog Aarti and all, gave him a garland, not that garland which he mentioned, other garland. And after that he said, Oh Raja, O king, you have come during Rajbhog time, please honor some Mahaprasad. The king said, no, I have to go for a meeting with the ministers. I can't wait. So I am going. Oh king of Puri, please at least take something home. Now Jagannath temple, you can't take like a big earthen pot home, no? So he said, you take whatever you want, you choose, we'll pack it for you and you can take home. So he went and saw, and his eye fell on the laddu. So he said, this is good, this is enough. So they packed that laddu and gave him. Now this person who, Pujari who cooked the laddu, did not know anything. After some time he coming and, where is my laddu? Laddu is back. Laddu has gone. Meanwhile, laddu has gone on the king's plate. The king is sitting in his palace, eating prasadam cooked by the queen. And the ministers are sitting like this in front. And there is a very, very urgent and very crucial meeting going on. Very important decisions are going to take place. Very serious. And the king is eating. He doesn't have time. Eating and meeting both together. So eating, meeting. So now he had a laddu. So when you have a very special item on your plate, you always keep it in the end. Experience? Yes. Always keep special item in the end, last in the end. So he was eating all the items on the plate, and the laddu was kept in the end. And the laddu was, by this time the laddu had become hard like a stone. The king had no idea. So finally, while talking, eating, he picked up the laddu, talking, eating, he beat the laddu. Now the king, just that morning, while brushing his teeth, his one teeth had got little dislocated. It was moving little. And now when he bit that laddu, it was so hard. And we pulled that laddu back out. That teeth got stuck in the laddu. And along with laddu, the teeth came out. Ah! He shouted loudly. And the minister thinking, what happened, king? Laddu and my teeth. All the ministers wanted to laugh, but who will laugh? If someone laughs, all his teeth will go away. So what happened is they were all very much King, what happened? Who is that pujari who has cooked this stone laddu? So what should we do? Put him in the prison. My laddu, I want to taste my laddu first time cooking. And suddenly soldiers come and pick him up and put him in jail. And he does not know why he is in jail. Why I am put in jail? Because you cooked a stone laddu. Stone laddu, but I cooked, but how it has gone to king? No idea. Then he was told that that laddu was picked up by the king, and he went to the king, he ate, his teeth came out. Oh no, he was in the prison for cooking a laddu. He prayed to Lord Jagannath. Oh Lord Jagannath, I am very sorry. I know I made a very big sin of giving you a stone laddu which is like a stone, and because of which you have punished me. Please forgive me. But Lord Jagannath had punished him. It was king who had punished him. So Lord Jagannath upset. Why this king punished my dear devotee? So that night, when the king was sleeping, Lord Jagannath came in a dream of the king. No king. Hey king, get up. King got up. Lord Jagannath was there. He said, what have you done? You are sleeping peacefully, but my devotee is suffering in a prison there. Which devotee of yours? That devotee you put in a prison. I put so many people in a prison. Which one? The one who cooked that laddu. Oh, that rascal has to be put in prison. Why? Because he made a stone laddu. Whatever it may be, it was not for you, it was for me, Jagannath said. I liked it. What problem you have? He cooked for me, not for you. It was your bad luck, you picked up that laddu. So Lord told, tomorrow morning, go to the prison with the palanquin, put him in the palanquin, put all the kirtan together and chant his slogans that this Prabhu ki jai. The king had actually skipped a bit, I should do that, Jagannath. Yes, you have to do it. For all the aparadh you have committed, put him in the prison. You have to rectify by glorifying him. The king said, okay Jagannath, I will do it. What can I do? But can I ask you a private question? I said, yes, what do you want? Oh Lord, how can you eat a stone laddu? My teeth got stuck in it. Lord said, I knew that laddu is like that stone. So when that laddu came in my offering table, I thought I have to eat this because he has cooked with so much of love and devotion. But this laddu is like a stone. So Jagannath said, for eating that laddu, I manifested my incarnation of Lord Narasimha. Lord said, in Narasimha's incarnation, my teeth are very strong. They can crack anything. So as Narasimha, I ate that laddu. And the Lord said, by the way, I liked it. So now, O King, kindly institute in the books of my temple that every offering, every single day, 56 offering, add one more item now. Add this laddu, it should be like a stone, same way. And name this item as Narasimha Laddu. So since then time, this laddu has been offered every single day. This size laddu. And now just imagine if laddu is offered, who will eat that laddu? Narasimha has eaten Mahaprasad, who will eat? So what they do is, this famous place in temple of Jagannath is called Anand Bazaar, where they distribute prasadam. So they bring in that laddu, they take a big hammer and hammer it fully, make it into powder, and that powder is distributed. When I went to Jagannath, I was looking for that Narasimha laddu powder. It is just one laddu. If you are lucky, you will get it. Otherwise, that laddu disappears before coming to the prasadam table. Because that laddu has a pastime behind, Narasimha laddu pastime. So there is just one pastime of one laddu. There are hundreds of pastimes for every item which is cooked in Jagannath Puri for Jagannath. Therefore, Lord Jagannath pastimes are unlimited. He is the Lord of the universe. And Lord Jagannath loves everyone. And that is the reason he made sure through his great representative Srila Prabhupada, he reached all over the world. Jagannath was waiting for Prabhupada to reveal him the whole world. Jagannath was Jagannath. Prabhupada said he is Jagannath, Lord of the universe. But Lord Jagannath was always not. How many of you want Maharaj to give a very nice and big class? Say Hari Bol.
Hari Bol.
You look tired.
Hari
I am leaving tomorrow morning. I want to hear your class, Maharaj.
Jagannath Swami.
Jai.
Yes, Lord Jagannath has unlimited pastimes. And as I was sitting, so many are coming to the mind. But I will tell you a small one. So that we don't take much of time. One Jagannath devotee traveled for preaching. So he was speaking about Lord Jagannath. Every day people were coming to him. And one lady was there. And we're hearing the pastimes of Jagannath. And Lord Jagannath is the Lord of the universe. He has so many devotees who they are asking for Jagannath, asking Jagannath for so many things. So Jagannath has divided himself and given his heart to his devotees. They have taken Lord Jagannath's heart. So the devotee was thinking, what can I offer to Jagannath? He's the Lord of the universe. So there is nothing which I can offer Jagannath that he will appreciate because he has everything. He has no heart. Because his devotees have taken his heart. So the devotee, after the lecture, she went back to her house and she got a clean sheet of paper, very clean, neat paper.
Okay.
And she removed her hat and placed it there on the paper and sealed it, pack it with cloth and cotton wools and a lot of pad and put it in a box. So she came back the next day and gave it to the devotee. Please, when you get back to Puri, give it to Lord Jagannath. So he took it, very light. It's a gift has no weight. It's inside. So he waited. When everybody has gone, he went to his house. There's no weight. So he lose it. He lose the carton. He was losing. He find nothing. And finally he saw just a sheet of paper inside. Nothing. He threw everything away. And he went back to Jagannath Puri. As he was going on the way to Jagannath Puri, he also met another devotee. The devotee told him, "Oh, please, I don't have anything to offer to Lord Jagannath. Please, take this coconut. Give it to Jagannath, not with the mantra and the puja. Give it to Jagannath directly with hand. If he doesn't take it, throw it away." So he took the coconut. When he got to Jagannath Puri, he said, "Jagannath, I got this coconut from your devotee." So I should give it to you. So as he stretched it, the coconut disappeared from his hand. So Jagannath took it. When the Pujari came and they saw coconut shells inside the water, they brought coconut seed. They couldn't find anything. Nobody. Anyway, they swept it away. Now this devotee was sleeping, and he heard, "Yes?" Jagannath said, "Where is my gift?" "Good gift. Somebody gave you a parcel for me." "Yeah, there was nothing, it was empty box. I threw it away." Jagannath said, "You're a rascal. Go back and bring it." So he went back. Fortunately, he found the paper. So he took the paper and he came back to Jagannath Puri. And he gave the paper to Jagannath. Jagannath took it from him and placed it in his heart. And he said, "I don't have heart because my devotees have taken my heart. Every devotee asks me, praying seriously to me like anything. So they took my heart. And this devotee gave me her heart. And you are such a rascal, throw it away. Now I've gotten my heart back." Yes, Jagannath placed it and the paper disappeared. So it is not just a paper or a coconut. But Jagannath is a person. He reciprocates with the dealings, the feelings of his devotees. He's a person directly from these pastimes that we hear. He's directly a person. And it's a special incarnation of Krishna. Very unusual person. His things are completely different. So Jagannath took the heart. He also accepted the coconut. As Prabhu was saying, no food comes from outside to Jagannath Puri. Like Jamasami Gana's devotees bring all the second initiate. If you want to offer drink, bring something, but before 11 o'clock. So nobody brings anything from outside to Jagannath. Everything is inside. But Jagannath has a devotee, an old lady. When she came to Jagannath and saw there were so many varieties of sweets, the lady said, "My Gopa," she worshipped Krishna as a baby. "My Gopi is going to have so many worms. Eating all this is worms." So when she went back to her house, she prepared a medicine for worms. And she will bring it for Jagannath. When she came, something under her sari. The security said, "What is that?" The force took the medicine from her and threw it away. So in the night, Lord Jagannath came to the security. "Where is my medicine?" "Which medicine?" "My mother brought the medicine for me yesterday. Chase her away. She's my mother." Lord Jagannath, we know Jagannath doesn't have a physical mother, but she has a mother, a lady who considered him to be her son. She worshipped Ladu Gopal. So when she see Jagannath, she said, "This is my Ladu Gopal." So she made medicine to give to Lord Jagannath. But they seized it and threw it away. So Lord Jagannath went back to the lady and said, "Where's the medicine you brought me?" Say, "Go and ask your servant." Go and ask them. "I came, they dropped me away, they threw it away. Go and ask them." Lord Jagannath came to them and told them, "My mother is coming tomorrow, but my mercy do not stop her. Everybody was amazed. Jagannath mother is coming. My mother is coming. So Jagannath told her, tomorrow bring the medicine on me. So she prepared another one. And came the next day. As she was coming, they realized, okay, this is Jagannath's mother. And he gave her express way to Jagannath. So she gave the medicine to Jagannath, and Jagannath took it to cure her wounds. So till today, Lord Jagannath take medicine to cure his wounds. Jagannath Swami.
His Holiness Bhakti Dhira Damodara Swami Maharaj ki.
Prabhupada.